Let's do it. Welcome back, everyone. We are excited to be here and to go back into this time machine with you down these nostalgic memory lanes. Welcome, as always, to the Way Back Wednesday show. I am Lance Falitongo,
Yeah, and I'm Cepha M.
and this is a nostalgic podcast conversation about
PlayStation.
PlayStation and Xbox.
Let's get it.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
Let's get it.
When do you remember the first time you played a PlayStation?
Man, I think when I think of PlayStation 1, I think the game that I think of the most is Tekken.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
Tekken to me, I don't know, just PlayStation 1, even if I look at the console, like if I see a picture of the console, I imagine remember because it had them two circles in the front. I
Yeah.
imagine pressing that circle to open the disc thing, and Tekken is in there. That's how ingrained it is. We used to play Tekken all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, my whole family played it. We all played it together. It was fun. How about you? Or I mean, should the question be, are you a PlayStation person or an Xbox person?
I'm definitely more of an Xbox person. I don't know
What?
where it happened,
What? Yeah.
but I am definitely a Xboxer. What do you call them?
You call them lames.
I've been on the Xbox train since I think freaking Halo battles at cousin John Love's house. We would I think he had like one of the biggest TVs in the family, and we would like load up and play Halo and just throw sticky grenades at each other. Freaking Master Chief doing super low gravity jumps all over the place, snipe shots. But definitely Halo on Xbox was an early one. I do remember the PlayStation though. I mean, the PlayStation came out in North America in September 1995.
Yeah, break it down for them.
They had released by Sony Computer Entertainment. Definitely has gone through a lot of iterations, a lot of console updates. We've gone from the PS1 that had the disc at the top, the open button, the start button, into more definitely bigger, bulkier, heavier, faster consoles. Right now, the PS5 even, and the Xbox One or the Xbox S and the Xbox S. Not the Xbox One. That was I think the fourth generation. But yeah, the new generation of Xbox and PlayStations came out within the last couple of years, and they're probably going to be the machines that a lot of us use for the next couple of years. But yeah, I was definitely a PlayStation guy.
Wait! You said you was an Xbox guy.
Sorry, an Xbox guy.
He trying to switch over. He trying to switch over to the winning team. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get with us.
PlayStation. I think PlayStation definitely because they had a couple years before Xbox came out.
Yeah.
They had some time to get a couple things right, and that Xbox kind of fed off of.
Yeah.
But PlayStation definitely, set it all up, and that's what a lot of us rocked with after the Super Nintendo, after N64, Dreamcast. Those I feel like maybe because they were Nintendo pieces, they were more cartoony, more for kids, more like I feel like innocent. And then when we got on PlayStation, it was like a whole new level, a whole new age of gaming. Internet started breaking on, like you started being able to play with other people, different houses, online gaming. Online gaming lobbies. I don't think I've ever had my headset on in like a Call of Duty or an Xbox lobby or a game when they're like really going in. But
wait, for real?
I've heard it can be bad. Like,
oh my!
People talking smack.
See, that's why Xbox is terrible because all the racists play Xbox, bro. You trying to tell us something? Yo, they'll call it every time they bring up the Call of Duty lobbies, bro. It's everything they said and more. I used to play Call of Duty 4 at my uncle's house. I remember he had the Xbox. I don't know if it was a 360 or the regular Xbox, but my uncle was an Xbox player. I'm a PlayStation boy all the way, through and through. Right, I had the PS1 all the way to the PS4. I don't got PS5 because I'm
Nice.
broke, you know.
Yeah.
They get the staying updated with the systems. It kind of stopped once the parents stopped buying the system. Like I was keeping up when when my parents was the ones, you got good grades, we'll get you the new one. But as soon as, you know what I mean, as soon as I got older, as soon as my drug dealing uncle got locked up, like ain't no more favors being done. We the PS5 came out in 2020.
Is it? Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh,
Damn,
yep.
it's been out that long and I still ain't got one. Oh my god.
It's still freaking. How much is a PS5 right now? It's still $300.
Too rich for my blood. As for the Xbox though, we're gonna fail it. The Xbox came out November of 2001. Via Microsoft. You know, shout out to Microsoft.
Hey.
Y'all are Microsoft.
Just a little bit.
Xbox 360 came out in 2005. Oh, so the no, okay. So the 360. Oh, okay, so the Xbox really was competing with PS2.
Yeah, the PS1
so what was you
itself.
Doing? What was you doing?
I was playing PlayStation those years for sure.
You got turned out.
I didn't have my own though. Like
Okay.
I would play, like, my neighbor had one. I remember playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. He would bring his PlayStation over.
Yeah.
And we played Tony Hawk Pro Skater. My cousin had one. I'd be over at their house all the time playing.
Yo,
video games.
you remember that? You remember that you had to be friends with the kid that you don't like? You remember that? You had to be the kid. You had to be friends with kids that you didn't like just so you could sit at their house and hope for a turn. And you know what's funny? Is sometimes if it's a weird kid that like nobody really likes, there's a reason why they don't like that kid. But you still wait for your chance. And then sometimes when you at the kid's house and you like and then they like, oh yeah, you can have after me, like, and then it's your turn, and then you start playing, but they so used to the game, all of a sudden they're like, no, this is how you do it. And they take the controller back. You can't even say nothing because it's not your game. Oh, them was the worst days, bro. I remember my neighbor, he had a game that like I didn't have, so I would be over there trying to play, and I'd try to play with him, and then that fool just wouldn't let me play. He'll let me get one turn. All of a sudden, he'll be like, no, this is how you do it. And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there looking stupid, messing with a kid. I don't even like this kid. Like, I don't even want to be at his house. But yeah, he was a PlayStation player, but he felt like an Xbox guy. So, anyways, Xbox One came out November 2001. The propaganda gonna be crazy this episode. Xbox 360 came out 2005. Xbox One. They like reset it, I guess.
Yeah.
Xbox. Why did they go to 360? They didn't want to put Xbox 2?
I think they were trying to like not follow the PlayStation model. Like PlayStation was just, we're gonna do PlayStation number, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3. They had PSP, right? PlayStation Portable. That was like their Game Boy. I think it was huge. There was a huge screen, big buttons on the side. But yeah, I think Xbox was just trying to be different. So they went Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox X. Like they're doing everything
they're losing. They're losing. They're losing the name like PS1, PS2, PSP. That's like roll off the tongue. Xbox X. Like that's all like a freaky DVD underneath it. You know what I'm saying?
And the Xbox 360 came with like the Kinect system where you could like you put this, I don't know, camera in front of your TV towards, and it looks at you. And then you do your movements, right? And it translates into the game. So you could do like a Kinect Adventures was a good one. Kinect Sports.
Did you ever play that?
Kinect Sport, yeah, actually both of them. Yeah, definitely a good, stand up, move around game, and that's what the Kinect kind of brought. I don't think the PlayStation had. No.
We had. I think it was called the PlayStation Eye.
Oh, okay.
It had like a cam thing, and you could use it to do stuff, but I don't think it was as good as the Kinect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then does PlayStation have like a virtual reality thing now, or is that Facebook?
I'm gonna be real, bro. PS4 is where my knowledge is.
That's why we're going back in time. Okay,
Hey, this is nostalgic. This ain't a current, okay?
It's,
uh,
what? Let's play a game.
okay.
Let's see. Let's play categories. Let's see who could name
Oh,
the most PlayStation and Xbox exclusive games.
okay. I ain't even gonna look at the list. I already know like some of the, I'll go first. I'll go Xbox Halo. I know Halo is.
Wait. You go PlayStation.
I go PlayStation.
You go PlayStation. I'll go Halo. I mean, sorry, I'll go Xbox. But
He's gonna take my answer.
I'm gonna take that Halo. I'm gonna use it first. Go ahead and start us off with PlayStation exclusive games only available on Sony PlayStation.
The first thing that come to mind is Infamous, because that was when I bought my PS4. That was the game that it came with. Infamous. I think
Okay.
it was Infamous Second Son. I think, but yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Halo or frickin' Xbox exclusive Halo.
Yeah, Halo.
Halo, all the different Halos, all the different Halo games in the franchise. Master Chief, all those guys.
Well, man, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I was a PlayStation baby, I spent so many hours on Halo, bro, at my uncle's house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I perfected. You remember how like it would just be 3-on-3? That's crazy, right? It's just 3-on-3. Like you just killing each other for an hour. You just respawn,
respawn.
Like, and that was the funnest thing ever. And like now you got like team deathmatch where it's like 8-on-8, and you're still like, dang, there's not enough people here. But back then, it was 3-on-3. I remember I perfected this thing, right? Where I throw two of the sticky grenades.
Nice. Yep.
And you kind of throw them side by side, and the first one that blows up launches the second one to the side. Yeah.
Whoa.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I would throw it because I remember there was like a level with like castles or something. Or it was like two stone building kind of like it was buildings.
Okay.
It was like gray. And I remember you start way on the other side, and usually people get snipers, but I figured out a way to throw the thing and then you hit it to the side and it kind of goes into them and it'll boom.
Wow.
Nice. I love that move. I use it all the time.
So the first one you throw is going to be the one that launches the second one?
Yep.
Wait, and the second one doesn't like explode in midair? It waits till it gets all the way down to the ground to explode?
It might have exploded in midair because it's kind of timed. But I just remember it was pretty cool.
So he had the timing.
Yeah,
nice.
It was pretty. Nah, you just aim straight, you throw it, and you just go to the side of it and throw it again like real fast. There's really no timing, but I remember that. So Halo was fun. Halo was fun.
Nice.
As far PlayStation, all right, man. I'm a poser. I know it. I never played this game, but God of War. I never played it.
What a great game.
Did you play it?
I think I had a PlayStation 2 in American Samoa.
Oh my god!
Like after
that would be one of us. That must be one of us.
A 2 or a 3. Which one was the Spider-Man one? I had Cat Williams like first stand-up special on it, like saved to it. And
it might have been 3. That might have been 3 because I don't think you could have saved anything on the PS2.
Okay, yeah, then it was definitely it's probably 3 then. What were you? God of War, Kratos, freaking out here trying to fight Ares, the Greek God of War. Yeah, I'm so down. That the way that game starts, the story is a bit tragic. He loses family. He wants to avenge them, and then he's given the power of the God of War to do that, and just goes and you just go and kill everybody. That's what you do. Like, there's not a lot of decision making. It's just like linking up your combos, strengthening your character with experience points, getting new fighting moves, new swords swinging, different stuff. Yeah, God of War definitely great. I think they had like 2 or 3 sequels. I feel like a new one just came out.
I think they got like 5.
Hell yeah, this guy's
that's
gonna
like
kill everybody.
That's like what I know. Like, how many people was alive back then, bro? In the God of War times, like it was like 12,000 people on Earth.
On the Earth, and he took out all of them.
Yeah, like what the hell?
So kill everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, God of War. How about
you? Xbox exclusive Gears of War,
Okay.
which was did you ever play Gears?
Oh, why does it feel like we're on opposite sides? I play so much Gears of War in my uncle's house, man. Shout out to my uncle Sato, man. Every time I go out there to my uncle's house, that was the only place I played online because I never had online gaming like at my house. So I would go to my uncle's house, and then
Nice.
I would play at his house. And Gears of War was, yeah, I put some time in with them shotguns.
What is Gears of War? You're fighting aliens? It's the end of the world or something?
So there is a story, and yeah, you fight the locusts, but
Locust. Okay.
wait, you didn't play Gears of War?
I think I played like the first couple scenes of it.
We really like on the other side. We gotta pick this up, bro. We look like some posers right now.
I know. See, we just cover what the other person doesn't know.
You know
The
what
other
I'm
one does.
Yeah, there's a story mode, and you're this futuristic military guy, and you trying to fight to save the world or whatever. But I think to me the greatest part of the game was the online, playing against each other. I think it was like 4-on-4. It might have been 3-on-3, 4-on-4, something like that. And you're on a map that's it's symmetrical. So like you start off and you run and you meet each other in the middle, and you can get better weapons. Like you start off with an AR and a shotgun, but you can get better weapons on the map. You just have to get there first.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I used to have so much fun on that game, man. My uncle Shaw, he used to be like, I guess you could come over this weekend. I guess I don't want to play the game.
I guess I'm going to be doing something else this weekend. Yeah, come over.
This will work all week just to get off work on the weekend, just to have me go over there and steal the game from me. Like he just want to chill. He just want to play the Xbox that he bought for himself, and I'm just in there playing until 5 a.m. Yo, you remember that? Remember life? Yeah. Remember life before responsibilities? You remember that? Like dog, ain't no kind of weekend like a weekend as a kid. Because you literally just wake up and all you care about is where I'm gonna eat and what I'm gonna play. That's it. Like whether it's outside, whether it's inside on the game, you don't care what you eat. You can eat anything. Like I know I'm fat now because of the decisions I made back then, but let me tell you right now, the stuff that I used to eat back then, the repercussions of it wasn't that bad. Nowadays, if I eat pizza after 7:30, bro, I'm up at 1:00 with heartburn. I'm spitting up. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm burning it go through my nose. The throat go through, like
we can only eat when the sun is up now.
Yes, bro. And after you eat, you bet not lay down. I swear to God, you bet
you gotta
not
lay on your
down.
left side. You gotta lay on your left side.
Nah, you gotta lay at least at a 45-degree angle, bro. Anything less, if that angle is not 45 degrees after you eat, unless you ate some grapes or something. But if you ate some bread or some tomato sauce or some noodles and you lay down, oh yeah, okay, you have fun with that one, brother.
Feel the lava creeping up your throat.
It's bad. It's bad when you gotta talk about, if you add apple cider vinegar to your food, then you won't have heartburn. Straight up. If you add a shot of apple cider vinegar to your pasta, to your lasagna, whatever, it won't affect you like that. So that's the type of time I'm on. But at the time, as a kid, like to just eat 4 of those microwavable burritos with a gallon of ranch,
couple
and
Hot Pockets,
a side of Doritos, and you just watching TV or playing a video game and whatever, and you just fine and you just pop up. You might be. You know what? I will say this. I spent a lot of time on the toilet as a kid, but I just thought that's how life was. I didn't realize until I got older
because you were eating everything.
Yeah, it's because you're eating real bad. Honestly, bro, I thought being on the toilet for an hour was regular.
You're just chilling.
Just like
what you got to do.
I got my Game Boy with me. I'm chilling.
Yeah, well, what else do you need? I'm just gonna sit here and let this happen.
Like I could
knock
be
out
doing
these
this
levels.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let me go catch Lugia real quick. So yeah, man. Shout out to my Gears of War was awesome, man. I
Nice.
used to be on there all the time. I used to talk mess all the time to the people. There
Oh,
was
yeah.
there was a situation.
Oh, yeah.
I was pretty young. There was a situation where I was just like, "Hey, Uncle, what's our address?"
What?
Yo,
Why?
yeah,
Why?
because I had a friend. I had a friend on Call of Duty, and I just thought, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Uncle, what's the address? He wants to
I
know
do.
where we live.
So
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know.
Imagine doing that now.
Yeah.
True. We didn't know.
So
And also shout out to Lugia.
shout out to Lugia. You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to Pokemon.
So you said Gears of War.
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusives. Oh, the TV show just came out. The Last of Us. You played that?
I definitely watched the show though. I tried to go and play that game, and like I went into the Xbox store, and that's where I found out that it was a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, you better
And I was
back
very
up.
bummed.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I did not like that game.
Last of Us?
Yeah, I didn't
Was it
like
what?
it.
Was it scary? Was it clunky? Did it not make sense?
It was the mechanics. I didn't like
Mhm.
the mechanics. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm so used to so a game like Infamous where you can run around, you can jump on things, you can do whatever, pretty much like a Spider-Man game. And then you go to The Last of Us where like everything is so slow. Like, I think they focus. I mean, I'm not saying they did it wrong, but they focused on like world building and like the actual like scenery of the game.
Mm,
And it was beautiful, especially at the time. PS3, I think the first one came out on PS3.
nice. Yeah.
I just couldn't get with it. Like, I couldn't play the game. Like, it felt so robotic and whatever. So I didn't care for it. I just watched some of the playthroughs and whatever, and I didn't really care for the zombie stuff at the time either. Like, I didn't like scary movies, so I didn't like scary games.
Yeah, I still don't.
Yeah, I still don't. But I watched The Last of Us, and when it gets scary, I just hit the mute button. That's what I learned.
Oh, that's the freaking ambience, the music, the sounds.
You when that low rumble starts building up, and you know somebody having mute.
You're like, oh, that's a riser.
Mute.
I am not going to be manipulated emotionally by the sounds of this production.
Is that a pause? That's a riser? That's kind of crazy.
The riser?
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, you talking about a dick riser? No.
That's kind of crazy, bro. I never heard that.
The sound riser, it starts slow and then it's like more intense as it grows as the person.
Okay,
like, gets
that's enough. That's
something.
enough out of you.
It
gets more intense.
Grows and
it gets more intense as it grows. That's
furious.
That's enough out of you, brother.
Sound mechanics, love it.
Do you have another Xbox exclusive?
Fable. You remember Fable? It was like a big RPG game, fantasy. I played that through, I think, 2 or 3 different times because depending on what you do in the game affects the end.
Yeah.
And how many people in your kingdom you can save. But it's like a bunch of freaking moral decisions you got to make. I want to say like 50. And they're all little. I mean, there's a bunch of big ones that are made to the story, but then there's other little side quests where you're like, do you help this lady or do you push her in the river or do you like just walk away from her? Like, and all that like affects how good you are and in turn how many people you save at the end. But definitely cool going around this whole kingdom, different villages, building up your character who starts as like a little kid with nothing. It's kind of like Link with a wooden shield, and then by the end you're like freaking swords and all magic and a bunch of other stuff. I think it's dope.
All right, man. I don't know. I might be a half and half baby now because I loved Fable, and I will say this: I never beat it, and the reason why I never beat it, I'm so damn Salmon, bro. The reason why I didn't beat it because when I found out you could just this is
What?
But I found out you could just you know what I'm saying, you can get married and have babies. I was having babies in every village. I had about 500.
Hella boys.
I'm hella Samoan. I had a baby in every village. Oh, bro, I wasn't taking care of the kids. That's how Samoan I was in the game. I swear. I swear, I was, I was starting around. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to save the world." All of a sudden, I'm like, "Wait, what? You can do this?"
You
It's like,
just hang out here, have some babies, chill. It's
can
nice, it's comfortable.
we have to be honest. We have to be honest with ourselves. Did you partake in that part of the game?
I don't think I knew that was part of it.
Lance,
I don't think I
Lance,
knew you could do that.
you're not about to make
Or
me look
if I
crazy like
did,
this.
I don't know if I knew you could do multiple village families.
Bruh, you can do it every time. You just go get married to a new girl.
There's no limit on how many marriages you can
Not
have
at
in
all.
Fable.
I don't think so, unless I was restarting the game and just doing it again just to do it. Well, I don't know. I hope I wasn't that
He
kid.
said, "I'm hella Samoan." I went from town to town. Oh my god!
I had all these kids and took care of none of them.
I think it was on. I don't know if it was on the Patreon or the last episode of the Polyticket podcast.
Yeah.
But you were saying something. It's like I'm about to tell on all the Samoan men. And I was like, oh, I need to listen to this. He was like, a lot of people just be getting comfortable with their girls, and I was like, let me turn this off. No, this mother, Seth, chill out.
We have to be honest, bro.
Yeah. Make sure to listen to the Polyticket podcast. Get all the tea.
Hey, wait, but all right, so you didn't partake in that, but you had to have done this. You had to have done this. I was a horny little kid.
Oh, probably.
In Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, Grand Theft Auto. You get
In
your
Grand
money
Theft
back?
Auto, you can, you know what I'm saying? You pull up in a whip. You know what I mean? You go, you drive your car on the sidewalk a little bit. You know
Is
what
it
I'm saying? You
L3,
pull
R3?
over. I don't remember what it was, but then the door opened up and you gotta pick her up, and then you drive to like a secluded place.
I would drive to the beach.
Oh, so you did.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Because you was the last example, you was making me look like the horn dog all by myself. Like, nah, bro, we here. We here and we horny.
We here to talk.
We here and we horny.
Just horny men now. Can you imagine teenage versions of us?
Oh my god.
This to put your minds in perspective, guys. Yeah, definitely when the opportunity presented itself in Grand Theft Auto.
You gotta make sure nobody's coming in the room.
Yeah. I definitely don't want my mom coming in to see this car. The outside of this car
start rumbling.
Squeak, going faster? Why is my money getting less? Squeak. And then they get out and they walk away. And then you go get your money back.
Then you go kill them. That fuck is crazy that we live the same life from different places in the world. Grand Theft Auto, bro. I swear, people thought after Grand Theft Auto came out and kids was playing it, they thought we was finna just come out and just be savages. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? The real savages is growing up on Cocomelon because these kids is crazy.
It's not the video games you have to worry about. It's the screen switching every second.
Yeah, it's not the video game. And I don't mean to harp on this topic too much, but they did have a strip club in Grand Theft Auto, and I think me and homie. I remember my cousin. I remember my cousin showed me that. He showed me that you could go to the strip club in Grand Theft Auto.
He's like, hey, take a right here. Take a right. All right. Walk into that building.
I remember hella vividly, bro, like the papers with all of
cheat codes.
The cheat codes. You remember that?
Yeah. The Grand Theft Auto ones?
The Grand Theft Auto ones, for sure.
Yeah, you could do a bunch of stuff. You could re-up your money. You could get weapons, certain cars. You could automatically make yourself like a 5-star criminal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. That was cool. I feel like that was the last. Oh, okay.
Remember the jetpack in
like
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Yeah, you can get a jetpack and a flamethrower, I think.
You could put your car on stilts. You could like the hydraulics all the way up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I feel like that was the last time people used cheat codes. Like I guess communally or like mainstream wise.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are still cheat codes for different video games and stuff, but that's the last time I can remember like people writing them down and like sharing them with each other. Oh, you don't know how to get a big head, like you don't know
Yeah.
how to get unlimited weapons. You don't know.
Yeah. I
Uh,
remember it was so bad. I memorized them. Like I didn't even
oh,
need to take them.
nice, nice.
After a while,
Yeah.
I'll go to my cousin's house and he'll just be playing, and I'll be like, "Man, dude, these all the guns you got, man. Hold up, R1, R2, L1, R2, left, right, up, down, up, down." And he'd be like, "What
You
the hell
just like pull out a grenade launcher.
He's like,
Here
"What
you
the
go.
hell did you just do?" I'm like, "Nothing." Trying to
That's
be
a
all
little.
cool. Trying to be all cool about it.
Don't worry about it. It's a little something I do.
Yeah, so I mean we're here. Grand Theft Auto. I honestly I think Grand Theft Auto is the greatest game series
Mm.
aside from like the other like I would put it up there with like Mario. I don't know about
Grand Theft Auto's
I think
big.
I think Sonic was up there, but I don't know if anything Sonic related has come out that has really shake the world. Mario, I feel like Mario is in the news every couple years. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So what other game like legacies would you put up there with like Grand Theft Auto and Mario?
Damn. I grew up like really started with Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Mm,
At least 1 and 2, I would like to put up there as like one of the big games that started me out personally. You talk about Mario.
I'm talking about like a legacy act, like Tony Hawk, right? Tony
Mhm.
Hawk, I'll give you 1 and 2. But everything
But
else
after
after
that,
that, to
yeah,
me, I didn't really, it didn't really resonate. There was nothing else you could really do. Like you can make the graphics better, you could probably work on the
the
physics of everything,
obstacles, the
but
courses, but
that's a
same game.
really limited. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But Grand Theft Auto 5, I think is the longest running. Aside from like Minecraft or something like that. But
Damn,
I,
Minecraft.
yeah,
Jeez. I'm having trouble thinking of like other legacies. What do you think?
like Final Fantasy, I'd put up there every time they drop.
Oh man,
Um, maybe Metal Gear Solid, maybe Metal Gear.
definitely at the beginning, Metal Gear was
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Snake, Smoke. What's his name?
Snake, yeah,
Snake. What?
yeah.
What are the other guys
Uh, I don't know. I just remember I had a I had one of those. You remember those demo discs that they used to have,
with
where it
a
would have
couple
like,
different games?
and it would only have like the first couple levels.
Yep, yep.
And I remember that being one of them. I never had I think I had the Metal Gear, the first one, way later. But at the time when PlayStation 1 was popping, I never had it. I just had that demo, and I would play it all the time. You swim underwater, and then you climb up. And I remember you crawl under like these shelf kind of looking things. You crawl under, and then you what do? You tap, you knock on the door, then you hide in the locker, and every time you get caught, they'll be like snake, snake, snake. Like
Snake.
every time you
No.
lose, yeah. So yeah, I think any other games that you would put in that realm.
Man, it's hard to put stuff up there with Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Mario just had. I mean, they're always been going. They every time Nintendo drops, there's like a new set of Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Party, Mario Kart,
Mm-hmm.
Super Smash Bros. Is that a Mario or is that a Nintendo game?
I don't think that's a Mario. I wouldn't count that as Mario.
Um, yeah, I think Mario is probably number one just because
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo blew it up, and it's just that main game that's been blowing up for 30 years.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, uh,
way longer than 30. I think
yeah.
20.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that
it's
is
still
40.
2000. It's 2023.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
30 years ago, I was still alive, and that game was popping before I was here. So
What would you say is like your favorite game ever, though? Like, I know we've talked about a bunch of them. Are there any that you remember would be like your number one game?
oh man, I think this. I mean, I don't. I honestly I don't know because when I'm thinking of like favorite, I'm thinking of like game that I played the most. But
Mm,
honestly, like some of the games that I had the most fun with were games that I didn't own. and that's probably why. Because I didn't
Okay,
have
yeah.
access to it.
Mhm.
But Pokemon Stadium to me comes to mind because I didn't own it. Like I went to my Uncle Sal, he had all the systems. So I went to my Uncle Sal's and my cousin Jasmine, she had the 64. I didn't have a 64. And so playing Pokemon Stadium over there to me was like hella fun. And he had an Xbox in the living room, but sometimes I sneak over to the 64 just to play it because
Nice.
it was hella fun to me because I was hella into Pokemon. I think it's in terms of like enjoyment, I would say Pokemon Stadium, but in terms of like playing the most, probably like Madden, something generic.
Yeah.
Madden and 2K or maybe Madden more so than 2K. Madden is definitely a legacy game that's up there too.
Yeah, we talked a lot about fantasy games, RPGs, different fighting stuff, racing stuff, but also the sports games
Yeah.
in both PlayStation and Xbox have gotten so much better. You see the like memes of LeBron in 2K
Yeah.
like 2005, 2K, what do you call it?
I think it was NBA
2K05?
Live. I think it was NBA Live.
Oh,
Cause
damn,
because
NBA
that was,
Live.
2K is it didn't get popping until probably to me to like
Mm.
2009, 2010, 11.
That's when they moved ahead of NBA
Yeah,
Live. I feel
for
like Gilbert
sure.
Arenas was on NBA Live. Why do I feel like that? But yeah, they're my number one game I know personally is Madden.
Mhm.
I've been in a lot of connected franchise. Shout out to the Madden comeback group. We've been like a bunch of guys in the same connected franchise. Well, yeah, every time a new Madden comes out, we start a new league, and just for 8, 9 months, we play Madden like a game a day versus each other or versus the
Yeah,
computer.
you got hella friends, bro. What the hell?
Online.
You got. I didn't want to say that part.
Online.
But I'm just saying, you do the podcast. Shout out to Lance. He does the Polynesian podcast, the Pacifica Movie Starter Kid podcast, and also the Way Back Wednesday podcast. So you got 3 podcasts.
Hey.
You got a connected franchise group.
Yeah.
You got fantasy football group. God damn.
Yeah.
How many
Shout out to
people
the
do you
internet. Shout out to the internet. I'm tucked away in
his,
Portland, Oregon right now. I still got to connect with the people.
Shout out to this guy's Ethernet cable because damn.
Yo, if you're struggling, if you're struggling sometimes. Hey, but we get it done, man. Yeah. I don't like going outside. I don't like.
It's a lot safer in the house, especially today, these days, especially in Oregon. Yeah, y'all done legalized all the drugs out there, like,
bro. Decriminalized. Okay? Yeah, you just got to go to rehab if you get caught. But if you push it, then you can go to jail. But if you're an addict and using, the law in Oregon is drugs are decriminalized. So you either get a fine, and if you can't pay the fine, you get sent to rehab. Well, it's not the results aren't great right now. I think it's in that early stage, but hopefully as we continue to.
We'll let y'all be the guinea pigs.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah, and as for Madden, bro, like, man, I spent so many hours on Madden. I'm talking all the way from Madden, like Madden 03, 04. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Where who was the Titans player that was on there? Was it Eddie George?
Eddie George.
Titans, but yeah, I used to be on there changing all the names to the play. because as a kid, right? My high school that I eventually went to, the football team was raw and it was hard. Nice. So I remember being playing Madden, playing NCAA, and changing the names to all the rosters of the football players from my high school. And making everybody a 99 and everybody was 6'7".
Just running over everybody else.
Yeah, like and then even later on with the because I love the franchise. So I'm a little bit of a weirdo. I don't really like playing the game a lot. I personally like building up teams, getting players off of free agency, trading players and trying to build a team and changing the team schemes and the auto subs and all that, and then simulating to see how my team did.
Oh yes.
Changing the playbooks. I like doing all that.
Oh, that's right. You sent me the football GM
Yeah.
game.
Did
Yeah,
you ever get to
nice.
it?
Sucked at that game. I did not know. I was like,
you gotta keep going. It's you gonna suck, but you gotta keep going.
oh yeah, the first
Whoa.
game I lost by
Yo,
the first
yo,
game
yo,
I
yo,
lost. Hey,
yo.
we're moving on. We're moving on.
Yo.
The first game I lost by a lot. But yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like you like to do the management
Yeah.
part instead of like actually doing the football game. You
Mhm.
can still, I think there's like the owner mode. You can do that
Yep.
and also
Yep.
set the prices and stuff.
I don't like that
That's
part. I
dope.
like being the coach. The owner part is crazy. I will tell you this though. I used to cheat. Right. Hey, I'm the R1, R2, L1, R2, up down, left, right guy. Right. So I used to cheat. What I used to do was I used to turn off autosave and I used to go through the drafts. And then after the drafts, I used to go through everybody's draft picks. I would look at my draft picks. So if I got draft pick number 17, I would go through everyone's draft picks and see a first round draft pick that's later than 17 and see their overall. Because remember, in the later games, you couldn't really see what their overall was. You kind of had to use the points. I never used the points. I would just use this technique, right? After the draft was over, I go and look at all the best players from after pick 17 of every round. I'd write the names down on a piece of paper. I turn my game off and they come back, turn it back on, and then I go, and then I would do that. I would draft every player, and all of a sudden, oh, you got a 78 overall in the 5th round. Oh, how did you do that? Oh, I don't know. I'm just the GM of the year.
Marty McFly over here. It's like, I know who's gonna be good.
And
These
also,
we have a great scouting department.
and also, I used to do the simulating a lot. And in one of those years, I don't know if it was like 17 or 18 or 25, whatever. One of them years, if you was in San Francisco 49ers, like if that was your team, I would trade for the Cowboys. I would trade for Kellen Moore, and he was like a 64. But for some reason, that fool was going off. I don't know what it was, but that fool used to throw 4 touchdowns, 400 yards in most of the games.
Damn.
And I would trade him for like a 6th round pick. It was great. It was great, bro.
Who was the quarterback for the Niners at that time?
Somebody that obviously was replaceable. I think it was
It's
like,
like
Alex Smith or I don't know who it was. Not Tim Rattay. That was a long time ago.
Kellen Moore. Damn. Kellen Moore, quarterback for the Cowboys, offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, now offensive coordinator for the Chargers.
Oh, he's why y'all losing?
I don't know. The offense have been scoring a lot of points, so maybe he's okay. But I guess we need to score more now. I don't know. Defense is tripping.
All right, man. What else we got, man? Some game changers,
bro. Memory cards, to save your game.
Yes,
that was crazy. I remember there being like a memory card, some big like chunky thing you had to put in your N64 if you wanted to be able to save. I never had that. So I always had to leave the game on overnight and then come back the next day and pick up. I remember almost getting to the WWE Championship one time on N64, and I just asked my mom, please don't turn the game off, and she turned it off right in front of me, and I cried myself to sleep.
Yo, our parents, shout out to our parents, man. We didn't put y'all through hell. I used to leave the fat PS2 on all the time. And I was such a brat. I'm learning as we do this nostalgia podcast and as I talk to my family who reference the podcast. I was a brat, dog. Straight up.
You say your sister gets like anxiety when she sees picture of you back then?
He didn't have to bring that up. He did not have to bring that up. I am such a brat. I remember like the game was on. It was super hot, and my mom, she had gone into the room one time, and she came. She was like, "Your game is on." I was like, "Yeah, I know. I can't save it because this is what I said. This was it. Yeah, I know. After they bought me the PlayStation 2, this is what I said.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I got to keep the game on because you didn't buy me a memory card.
You didn't buy me a memory card. Oh.
Hey, if I didn't get a slap across the face and the same thing, turn the game off, turn it off right now. Turn it off. You're running up the bill. Shout out to our parents, man. They done dealt with a lot dealing with us, bro.
Yeah, I can't turn it off because you didn't buy me the memory card.
Les, they heard it the first time. They heard it I was a jerk. I was a jerk. My parents gonna hear this and they're gonna agree. They're probably gonna leave a comment. But yeah, I was a jerk. But memory cards is definitely, a big deal.
Game changer.
Yeah, and also just for the record, for anybody listening who hears this reference Nintendo games or whatever, we will get to that. I think we've decided that Nintendo is its own entity that needs its own
Mm-hmm.
episode, so we're staying
Mm-hmm.
away from that. But as far as PS2, PlayStation, and Xbox, this is where we're at. Internet gaming, gaming lobbies. I think that changed it. Because I think even before this era, like the only way you could really play someone is someone's at your house or if you at the arcade. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to stay home and be a loner, to be a hermit and be able to play with other people, I don't know. That was revolutionary to me as well. You put wireless controllers.
Yeah, I think the first Xbox had wired controllers. First PlayStation also had wired controllers, but when they started making like the chargeable wireless ones,
Why did Xbox take so long?
just waiting for PlayStation to show them the way. Just
Nah,
like
PlayStation. Wait, so what? PS3 was in 06. Oh, I guess. Okay. Because I remember 360s coming out with the battery packs, and I used to be in my uncle's house, and my controller would just die out of nowhere. We were like, we ain't got no more double A's. It's like, bro, what the hell we finna do? I ain't no more double A. I remember we used to hook up the wire, like a random plug. We cut up the plug, like we cut the
cut
end of
it
the
up.
charger, and then we strip it down and we wrap it around to try to plug it into the wall, and it would work sometimes.
Okay.
But it was stupid because it's like, damn, Xbox just get some chargeable. Then you had to pay for the rechargeable like battery packs. The battery packs would break off. Remember that? Like the clip that holds it in place. Bro, I remember we used to have duct tape so it could stay on.
Yeah.
Would duct tape the controller, cut the front of the controller so that you could still press the buttons.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. We was there. Yeah, shout out to wireless controllers. Cause
Yeah.
yeah,
so people
we love you. We're not going back.
Yeah, tangled up wires. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate that. What else? Game changer wise. Yeah, internet gaming. Now we have money we can spend. Now it's like subscriptions. It's like a new age. Online gaming was like, hey, everybody together, but now it's like, hey, everybody bring your money.
How do you feel about these subscription based games these days?
Oh, I think it's a money play. I think it's instead of getting you to buy a $60 game once a year, I likened it to like the Madden experience. Instead of Madden, me just buying Madden once a year and that being my only game, I'm instead paying $10 a month for 12 months to play, all the games in the Xbox library with the Xbox Game Pass. Yeah. But yeah, if you do the subscription, it's only $10, right? Whatever, $10. But that ends up being double what you would have spent if you only bought the one game you always play. And I think subscriptions are kind of the way to get the most money. So I understand why a lot of businesses are going towards subscription-based stuff because it's like set it and forget it, and it's small every month. It's like a recurring charge. So yeah, I get it. I don't like it. I think you should just buy what you're gonna play. Definitely spend less money that way for the consumer. But yeah, I get it.
I think if you buy a game, it shouldn't come with a subscription offer. Like if you buy Madden, they shouldn't have a subscription offer for like what is it, the Madden Ultimate Team or 2K, how there's like battle passes in 2K after you bought the game. Like I don't like I think if that is the case, they should lower the price to buy the game and then let you spend money on the downloadable content or whatever on the battle passes, whatever. Like I like the way. So I am for subscription based games if it's like Fortnite, if it's like Apex, if it's like Overwatch, to where you could have the game for free, but you could also pay, and everything that you pay for, it doesn't really change the fairness of the game. Like you can't buy an advantage. It's not pay to play. but it's still free. I like that.
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah, and also Fortnite is a big game for me too. I totally forgot about till just now, but yeah, boy, was I on Fortnite for a long, long time, bro.
Yeah, I was on Fortnite. I think the last time I played was earlier this year. But I put the Xbox away earlier this year and just been focused on this freaking trying to get this baby to go to sleep, stay asleep.
Damn, you was hella immature. You put the game away. I just turn it off.
No, I haven't turned my Xbox on in a minute. I kind of feel bad. That Madden franchise group. I stepped out of it this year. Like they're like, I'm still in the chat, but I'm not playing Madden 24.
Yo,
or what is it? What are we on?
Yo, I swear, everything I'm hearing about newborn parent child people, that mug don't sound fun at all.
No. Oh no, they're so much more fun. Like once you like get your sleep back after the first year, it's so much more fun than video games. My baby, my 1.5-year-old, is my video game now. Like I'm just like reading books to her every day, hoping to increase her experience. She's like, and I'm starting to see the results. It's like going to the gym for the first couple of weeks and nothing happens, but once you start seeing results, you're like, I'm hearing her talk and stuff now, and she's like counting out numbers, telling me what letters these different shapes are in. I'm like,
you basically got you a little Pokemon, like you teaching them the moves.
Hey,
like, that's all I'm hearing. Like you caught a Pokemon at level 1. You know what I'm saying? You taking them to the grass. You get them to fight. You know, a couple Weedles, a couple Caterpies.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? And now now your daughter knows Ember.
Now we gotta go fight some Pidgeots. Now we're gonna.
That's exactly. I get. Hey, you know what? I'm not mad at it, but
I guess that's how. Maybe that's because we're like we grew up in the age of video games and played it so hard, but that's literally how I thought to myself. This like raising this child is gonna be. It's like this is hard. She's not sleeping. We're not sleeping for like the whole first year. Shout out Sammy. We hated each other for a minute. But it's like you start to figure out the routine and what works, and then you start seeing them grow and learn stuff. And that was kind of me just like putting on my RPG hat, and like, this is the realest RPG. I only get one shot at this. Like, I need to make sure I got this all planned out. I'm gonna use all my skills, all my planning skills. I'm gonna make sure I get all the materials I need.
So gaming essentially, it trains you. It puts you in the greatest position to be a father.
The greatest position.
You hear that?
To take down fatherhood.
You hear that, kids? Play more games. It'll pay off in the long run. As for me, I'm gonna keep playing games. I'm gonna keep getting prepared for something I probably won't ever have. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep preparing.
Video games are helpful.
Shout out to Lance for being so damn mature. Even talking about a video game podcast, he turns it around and he's a full adult, man. I love it. I love to see it.
Mature is not the word I don't think anyone would use to describe me as. I'm just trying to figure it out as we go, like everybody else.
Hey, just take the compliment and just smile and wave.
Thank you.
Smile and wave.
That is Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I think we covered most of the bases, at least the bases that we're familiar with. Shout out. If you're a PlayStation player, man, appreciate you. If you're an Xbox player, man, I'm praying for you.
Hey, don't listen to this propaganda. Microsoft Xbox Squad, stand up.
Even saying
in the comments, come on.
Y'all squad is called Microsoft. Like, what? It's
only soft a little bit, okay?
Why you do this?
This is micro.
Yo. Oh man, I don't think.
Don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to this guy, people. Sound off in the comments. You an Xbox baby, okay?
Yeah.
All you
racist,
shit they have.
all you racist Xbox players, go ahead and tap in with the comments. Tab in with the comments, you N-word users. We know who you are in the
Xbox or
Call of Duty
PlayStation.
lobbies. All right. We know who you are. Shout out to the wholesome, innocent, good-natured PlayStation users. We love you, brother. Love and light. Spread that positivity. Spread that positivity. Go ahead, man.
You know, and if you remember any other PlayStation or Xbox nuggets that you need to get in, make sure to comment us. You can email us.
Even using the word nuggets is real close to that word. Like, yo, these Xbox people, they be trying to get it out any which way they can, man. This is crazy.
My white girlfriend sometimes calls our baby a little nugget, and I'm like, don't do that.
It could be misconstrued in public, bro.
Don't do that. It's too close. Yo, email us waybacktimepod@gmail.com, WBW_pod on Instagram. Listen to the show, Apple and Spotify. Also, of course, listen to Marcus and Cepha on the Polyticket podcast. Sign up for the Patreon, and also hit up Pacifica Movie Starter Kit, also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
And the Polynesian podcast got all your sports.
Let's go.
What did you call it? Sports.
Yeah, it's mostly sports, but we definitely do some other news, life stuff as the conversation flows. But
they be getting in there. They be getting in with them some of the politic tastings. They be going in. I'm like,
through.
Damn.
You want to hear the latest on Israel and Hamas?
Yeah, that. They be going in. I'm like, damn, they really okay. They bold over there.
Yeah, we take tangents and we full stands and tangents on the Polynesian show, and then we try to reel it back into sports, but it'd be like talking about some totally different stuff. I don't have the segues like Seth, but if you can follow along with us on the Polynesian podcast, we do put out some good information.
Yeah, check them out. Check out everybody, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. And like Lance said, man, reach out if y'all got it. Also, if y'all got any topics y'all want to hear about, if y'all some 30-something-year-olds and y'all think like, hey man, if y'all like this, and this, y'all might have been around for this. How about y'all talk about this next? We always looking for topics. We're always looking for some things that, because honestly, like going through these lists that we have, I'm remembering a bunch of stuff that I don't recall.
Exactly.
Normally.
And people listening probably the exact same thing. They're hearing us talk about it and they're like, oh, they should talk about this, but we probably didn't because we're on our own way. But let us know what we missed. Let us know other topics for sure.
Yeah, man. Other than that, though, man, if you take us out, bro.
I am Lance Falatongo here always with Cepha M. This has been the Way Back Wednesday podcast. See you guys later. Bye.